Good morning, everybody. It's cold. It was 59 degrees last night. It's 60 right now. For Hawaii, that's cold. So, anyway, now I haven't been back on the internet, to my email, on the channel, or any place, even digitally connected, for several days now. I've been out here kind of breathing deep. And I'm sure by now plenty of the viewers have noticed that there have been changes on the channel. Basically what's happening there is the 80-20 rule. Okay, that 80% of the work we do usually, or the videos I make, are not worth much. 20% of them are probably where all the revenue and the interest comes from. Well, in my case, it's probably closer to 95.5. I've never run a percentage, but most of the stuff I do, will get a few hundred hits when I first post it up. Then it falls back into the servers at YouTube and just kind of gets lost and rots back there. I have thousands of videos on YouTube, right? There's so many of them I have no idea what I've done even. It's too long. I've been doing it since, 2009. It's been quite a while. I'm forgetting. Anyway, one thing I haven't forgotten, that is that this channel has changed several times over the years. Yeah, it starts off at one purpose, doing one thing, and then gradually it's been changing as time went on, as my life situation changes. The channel reflects my life. Okay, and it was first started as a promotion, as an advertisement, a business card for Green Garden Services in the Bay Area of California, when I was looking to find business for doing landscape designs, consulting on your problems and so on, like that. And so, like any good businessman, when I'm trying to sell a product, okay, the last thing I'm going to do is start expressing personal opinions about this, that, and the other thing, unless it's connected to horticulture, soils, fertilizers, etc. Okay, very opinionated on things like that. What sorts of insecticides you should use. Should you or should you not use herbicides, so on. Do we really need lawns in Los Angeles? I don't think so. Okay, so opinions, but totally based on the world of plants and gardens and such. Well, I didn't have much problems there, all right, because I knew I was not going to move into any other sorts of opinions about things I believe in my life, because they don't belong in business. Yeah, if you want to ruin a good business, just go ahead and couple yourself to a political party or some particular ideology, and express it in public. Great way to go out of business fast, and I know that. So I didn't. And so Bill, my personal thoughts, stayed in the closet, well hidden for years. And the channel was very successful when I did that. Things really didn't start to go bad in this channel until, after I retired and Donald Trump got in office and COVID hit and so on and so forth and so on. Because there was a transitional period where I was going back and forth between Hawaii and California. At that point, we had kind of an interesting hybrid channel that covered both subjects. Oh, here comes Gracie. She says, Bill, you haven't shot videos for days. She's been waiting out here. Yeah. She comes out to the spot where we usually record and sits there and goes, okay, when are you going to bring out the camera? Come on. Right, Gracie? Yeah. That's right, kitty. Hey there, Gracie. Yeah, Gracie Cat's been sitting here the whole time. This is Bill. I'm glad to see you're back to doing videos again. So we had this transitional period, it was pretty successful. That worked out all right. Of course, times change. I'm not in transition anymore. I have, back in 2016, retired from the usual jobs. Okay, I still work and I still make money, but it's not important anymore. It's not a driving force behind my life. See, I take it or leave it. Anyway, well, and I started to use this eventually to promote the nursery here in Hawaii and some of the crops I was raising and so on. And it did help me get a foothold commercially here on the island. And people noticed me, come by and buy stuff. They still do. I saw a serious problem in the election of Donald Trump and what was happening in our government. It was very much parallel to what had occurred in Germany during the 1930s. And it was following the same protocols. Bannon was following the exact protocols as to how you take a country. Anyhow, I saw this. Apparently a lot of other people did not notice it because maybe they don't study mid-century German history very much. But, well, I know that one of the things that happened at that time there was that people, they refused to see what was happening. They were scared to talk about what was happening because it was pretty violent. They'd just sue you or run you down in the media, on social media. They drag you out and shot you, They burned the books, actually. They didn't just try to ban them from the schools. It was more extreme. But, well, it scared me. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to keep his mouth shut. And so I opened it. And it made me a target. There's a whole bunch of red hat maggot brains out there that tend to make my life miserable on the channel anytime I say anything these days. Okay, so bearing that in mind, that this channel is not really important for my business anymore. I could let the whole nursery thing go, but it really doesn't matter. It's probably more work than it's worth for me. Yeah, so business wasn't an issue. So what happens? I said, well, I got this channel sitting here. I got a lot of audience. I'm going to come out of the closet. I'm going to let them know what I really think. Well, like I say, many times I live on the same planet, but I don't live in the same world. And there were a lot of people who got their toes stepped on when I opened my mouth. The red hat maggots. Oh God, the Christian right allied with all of that. All these people got their toes stepped on. I stepped on the toes of conservatives in this country who should have known better or should be doing something about what's happening in the Republican Party. That scares me too. But anyway, yeah, and then when Biden got in, they start pushing a green energy agenda, which I think is marvelous, but you all know that. Yeah, right. You hate me for it, most of you. Or no, plenty of you do hate me for the fact that I would buy back what this administration is up to in that regard. I don't care about you naysayers. But, again, that's the fact. I don't care. Well, I've gotten to the point I do care. Yeah. And I posted a video the other day about the UN Climate Summit and, nearly 200 signatories, including the United States, that signed on to these agreements. Well, two things happened that they were the straw on the camel's back. No reference to the Middle East. As I expected, I was going to get trounced by people that think that whole viewpoint on, climate change. The climate change is is a myth, and all this. That science doesn't know its butt from a hole in the ground, and so on. I get all of that, and I expected to get it, and I did get it. And I get tired of listening to these annoying SOBs. They don't make sense. No. Not when you're thinking in sustainability and 7 generations and worrying about what's going to happen to the people who come next on the earth instead of just worrying about yourself. I knew I was going to get it. I did. What I didn't expect, and that was that Google's AI came down on me on advertising, claiming that the topic of climate change was too controversial. "200 countries sign on to an agreement." And the AI says the subject of climate change is too controversial for advertising. Well, they've been doing that to me for a while. I've been necking down the amount of dollars I can actually make on ads because of some of the topics I've taken up. Now, I've talked considerable about legal medical cannabis, all right? Every one of those videos, YouTube demonetized them. I don't make any money on them. They also cut them so people under 18 can't see them. Okay, so they put age restrictions on them, and they also went ahead and took the advertising off of those videos. I don't make any money on them, and unfortunately, the one I'm making cannabis butter, is one of my more popular videos that I produce these days. Yeah, the advertisers are losing out, but I'm losing out too. So what's happening is my paycheck is shrinking because of my subject matter. When I only talked about pruning apple trees, the AI said, "Oh, he's a nice guy, let him talk." They didn't bother me. But as soon as I start talking about anything out here that might be important, might be real, might have something to do with our life on this planet, I start getting my ads cut. So when I was making a good paycheck every month from Google for what I was doing, putting up with the yo-yos was easier. It's a pain. I don't like them, but sticks and stones may break my bones, right? But once the money started shrinking and the paycheck was getting little, it ain't worth putting up with them guys anymore. See, that's the problem. It is no longer worthwhile for me to continue running this channel as I have been running it. So I got to change it again. It's changed a few times. Yeah, we had, it was a business thing, then it was a transitional thing, and then it became whatever it became, with Bill talking about just about anything that came to his mind in the morning, which is an important fact here because I don't have enough garden information to keep this channel really interesting and full without working harder than I want to do that. Yeah. So that was really the main reason that I went to talking about just about anything that came to mind, and talking about my feelings on life and so on. Well, it was a real mistake. Yeah. Coming out of the closet, there's no value to it because I get beat up because of it. The people who agree with me, it's singing to the choir. I know there's a whole audio out there that like what I have to say or agree with what I have to say. It's not everybody, but it's singing to the choir. As soon as I step out the church door, I get beat up on the street by a bunch of guys with red hats on that like to breathe in oil fumes. Yeah, it's like that. And if the paycheck's big enough, it's worth taking the bruises, but it's not anymore. The AI is really, medical cannabis is legal in most places. And where I'm speaking from, it's legal, okay? It's legal up and down the West Coast. It's legal in so many places, yet the AI says, no. They sound like the cops here in Hawaii until the federal government takes it off Schedule 1, it's still evil. It's kind of... So, I don't know what the future is going to look like yet. Not sure. But as it has been, will never be again. No, it's over. Okay. I have been going through, the reason the channel's looking different is I have been going through personally, and I have been removing any videos that have less than 1,000 views. Okay. Most of my videos get a few hundred views and then get lost. Like I said, they're never seen again. But there's a few that keep getting hit. And those are the ones that actually make me a paycheck. All right. The other ones don't make me any money at all. So what I'm doing is I am getting rid of them. So I've deleted 800 some videos so far. I have thousands, and so there'd be no real big loss. No one's looking at them anyway. And so as that happens, I also decided to take everything that I had done starting in 2016, when that Orange Jesus got elected to office here by the Electoral College. I am removing it all. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. It was just, it's kind of like, drop a pile of dog poo on the pavement. What do you gather? Flies. Yeah, that's what I did. I drew flies into the channel, and I don't like them. So, like I said, I don't quite know what I'm going to do, but expressing my personal opinions and viewpoints on anything about life, society, government, economy, it's over. Yeah, I think I'll start using, showing you how to use lipstick. I'm getting tired of kids that come in and tell me I should cut my beard. I'm getting tired of people telling me I'm old. I'm getting tired of people telling me I'm a hippie. There's so many idiots out there that have absolutely no tact whatsoever. And I'm just tired of them. I knew they were there. I've grown up with them as a kid in Chicago. I'm well aware of what the world looks like, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. So, it's a pretty good chance that the channel is not going to completely disappear, but it's going to change shape. And again, I'm throwing out all the garbage. If we have 200 videos left on this channel by the time I get finished deleting stuff, that's probably it. And so just to let you know, I haven't looked back at my channel. I haven't been on the internet. I have no idea what anybody except for one person is saying. I got a phone call from one guy who's been a long-time viewer, wondering what's going on. That's the only thing I know. So, I guess I'd be sorely disappointed if I go back to my channel this morning and find out that nobody cares. That'd clinch it. I guess I'd say, well, I guess it's time to sell the camera, Bill. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. See if we can get, pictures of papayas and orchids in the lens and stuff. Let you hear the coqui frogs or something where I don't have to deal with the idiots because I bothered to put it online. Yeah. I get too many deluded fools running around in this country these days. It seems as if there are far more than usual. I guess the social media is the reason why. Unfortunately, I am also part of social media, and I am not liking the fact that I ended up here. It was by accident. Yeah. I was going, oh, yeah, video channel. Yeah, I can use that. I can promote my business online. Whoa, what a great idea. It was a good idea. Yeah, because, it was connected to Google and the search and everything. And, whoa, boy, did it work out good for me. And it was fine until it stopped being a business tool. Now I don't really know what the heck it is anymore. I'll come up with something sooner or later. And so if I'm absent for extended period of time, I'm pondering what to do. If you see more videos changing, don't worry. The ones I got rid of were the ones no one was looking at. Okay, or the ones that they were looking at and I was getting too much beating for them. I can't change the way people think. I know that. I've known it for a long, long time. Nevertheless, I still expose myself in public, hoping that I might be able to influence, social media influence, hoping I might be able to influence some people, but it's turned out that, maybe 1% or something of the people that watch the channel were actually influenced in a positive way. By and large, I'm telling you, it's either the choir that I'm singing to here, or guys are waiting for me to turn the camera off just so they can sit around, pound on me, insult me, and tell me what an idiot I am. It's not worth it. No, it's not worth it. Right, Gracie? No, the paycheck is not big enough. It's not worth it. I'm not a Jesus character. I don't like being hung on a cross. It hurts, Yeah. Okay. Well, there you have it. We'll see what happens. Okay? I'm not sure. Aloha. Hang loose.